Hi and welcome to Outwell. Here I'm going to talk you through the features of our Maui Reef, which is a tunnel design tent from our Sun collection, and this sleeps up to 5 people. With the tent being in our Sun collection, you'll find that the fly sheet that we have on here is our Outtex Airtech. This is a technical cotton, which is 65% cotton and 35% polyester. This has many advantages, including being very durable and long lasting. It's naturally waterproof and it reacts very well to the environment that it's in, whereby if it's a hot sunny day it will keep you nice and cool, and vice versa. The frame that we use on here is a combination of steel poles for the main body of the tent, which is obviously very strong and tough, and then we also have the Duratech fiberglass pole across the front area and for the rain safe entrance too. You will just notice here that we colour code the pole sleeves just to ensure that you're going to get the right pole through the right sleeve, making pitching as simple as possible. You'll find that we're using our Outwell wind stabiliser system on here, and we'll just show you how that works. We have these Velcro tabs which are pre-attached to the fly sheet. All we have to do is just wrap these round the poles and then fasten with the other Velcro strap like so. So you'll see on every single pole we have 2 of these, which are then attached to our guy lines, and when we pull the guy lines out and peg them, it pulls the whole fly sheet against the frame of the tent, making sure that it's going to be very stable even in high wind conditions. You just notice on the guy lines that we are using our floating guy line system. So this is where the guy lines are made up of 2 parts. We have the brown guy line at the top, which ties in with the colours of the tent, and then at the bottom we have the luminous guy line just to stop you from tripping over them. Another feature on here is that all of the guy lines have their own retainer, so when it comes to packing down the tent, we simply need to take the guy lines in our hands, wrap them up, pop them in here so that the next time we come to use the tent they're easily accessible. Another feature here is that we have our easy pegging system. This is where we supply you with 3 different pegs for the tent. We have our steel pegs, which are for all of the corners of the tent, so these become your anchor pegs. We then have the luminous plastic pegs for all of the luminous guy lines, and we have the plastic pegs for all of the other pegging points around, making sure that you're going to get the right peg in the right place. I mentioned there we have this rain safe entrance on this side here, and across the other side of the tent we have some mesh ventilation panels. All of the windows on the tent are large in size, so allow you to be able to see outside of the tent quite clearly. But what we have done is we've tinted all of these windows to give you 2 functions really. One, to reduce the amount of glare from the sunshine inside the tent, and the second is obviously just to give you a little bit more privacy as well. When we step into the front, thanks to our extended frame system across here, we have a nice high front entrance here, so it's very simple just to be able to walk in and out of here. And also the doors of a good size to be able to get all of your furniture and things like that inside the tent very easily. The door itself, when rolled up, you can have a mesh panel dropping down here just to give you even more ventilation if you need. Stepping into the tent itself, you're certainly very aware of just how much space you have. I'm around 1.95 m tall, and you can see here that I have plenty of head height above me, and there's certainly lots of space within the tent as well. The ground sheet that we use in the tent is a zip-in ground sheet, so it zips in all 4 sides, and the material itself is a double-coated polyethylene material, so it's really tough, durable, and it has a hydrostatic head of at least 10,000 millimeters. With it zipping in all the way around, hopefully it's going to protect you from the elements and not allow any draft through, and more importantly, keep out those unwanted bugs. Some other features that we have in the inside of the tent: we have a lantern hanging point in the middle here, and then we have cable tidies which actually run down to where the ground sheet zips in, and that would allow you to bring any cables into the tent without having to run any cables through the doors. I mentioned the windows earlier on and the ventilation, so you can see that this panel here corresponds to outside ventilation, just allowing cool fresh air in here. And then each of the windows has its own curtain. You can just see that we have toggled away at the moment. These can either be brought up quarter of the way or fully closed as well, just to allow you to have a little bit more privacy within the tent. At the back is where you find our bedrooms, and as I mentioned earlier, this tent sleeps up to 5 people, so you can see that the bedrooms are attached using our wave-shaped hanging point system. Now this just takes off any stress points off of the seam at the top of the bedrooms, making sure that the bedrooms are secure in their place, and also it gives a nice bit of detail as well. You can see here that we have full mesh doors on the bedrooms as well, so again, great for ventilation and keeping you that little bit more comfortable. We then also have some storage pockets on the outside as well, which are ideal for smaller bits and pieces. We then have our universal bedroom, so all we have to do here is just unclip around the front, and if we did that all the way around here and all the way around the back and take the zips in between, You can drop the bedroom down completely, leaving yourself one bigger bedroom and even more living space within the tent. Also, we have some more features on the inside here, where we have some storage pockets on the inside. We have a large mesh ventilation panel at the back, which corresponds to the panel on the outside. And you can see here that the bedrooms are split using this zipped sheet here, but this can be opened up completely to create one large bedroom as well. There are a few optional extras available for the tent, including a carpet for the living area, just to give you a little bit more comfort. There's a footprint available to go under the tent, and there's also a front extension available for the tent as well. So that's all the features of our Maui Reef from our Sun collection. Thanks very much for watching.